So I went and got myself a new offset smoker from Walmart. Got the Oklahoma Joe Highland for $268 plus tax, which is a pretty good deal, I think, for what you're getting. Been looking for a smoker for quite some time now, and I've done a lot of research on them, and you know, I think this is the way to go for me. Well, you know, for a guy on a budget anyway. So I mean, I really want to stay in the middle of the price range that these things are going for. I mean, you can get one from anywhere from $100-something to, you know, several hundreds of dollars. I know Walmart carries a cheaper one, about $150, I think, made by excuse me, Charbroil. And man, that thing is a joke. That the metal on that thing is like really thin, and it obviously isn't going to retain any heat or anything. So that was definitely not a good choice. This smoker isn't as thick as your more expensive ones, but it definitely isn't as thin as that crappy one I saw the other day. So you know, I think I'm gonna be pretty happy with it. I think it's gonna do a pretty good job. I don't know. Watch out, baby. Let me close the door. Move back. Move back. Thank you. I don't know how well it's sealed. I'm gonna I'll be able to find out once I have it all together and have it smoking, but we'll see when we get to that point. Got all the parts. All the parts were stuffed inside his main barrel here in the box, and man, that box was heavy as hell. Yeah, I'm not kidding. That box was heavy, about 200 pounds. But watch out, baby. Be careful. You okay? She just woke up from a nap. Grumpy butt. You're all right. You're fine. Come over here, play with this thing. Here. Here's all the parts. There's the hardware. Here's the tools you're gonna need according to the manual. Got your Phillips. It calls for a ratchet, adjustable wrench, but I'm go ahead and use my ratchets and a box cutter to cut it open, obviously. So be careful with that, baby. Anyway, I'm excited, man. I'm ready to get this thing going. I'm gonna put it together and then season it. No, first I need to burn off all the chemicals and crap, and then I'll season it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it together, and hopefully it doesn't give me too much trouble, but we'll see. Anyway, see you guys in a minute. So one of these holes on the legs, the thread wasn't, I don't know how to explain it, but there was no thread on one end, which wouldn't allow this freaking bolt to screw in. So I just kind of had to kind of force that thing in without stripping it or cross threading it. But I think it worked itself out. So that's the first problem I ran into. So no big deal. slides in, but I'm gonna leave it off so I can get it outside. There's one more. Okay. Oh. All right. Well, that's it. It wasn't too bad. It didn't take as long as I thought it might have, but what do you want, baby? Here, play with us. Ran into a few issues, but it wasn't major. I'm definitely gonna have to get that high temp sealer to seal some of those gaps, which I expected. I've done a lot of research on this model, so I'm not surprised there. So yeah, it looks beautiful, man. I'm gonna get it outside and do that chemical burn off, and then I'm gonna season it. And I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna do that. So I'll check back with you guys here in a minute. Alright, so I thought I'd give you guys a little more close-up view of what I did here, or of what all goes into putting this thing together. Here's the inside. Pretty much what holds the firebox on is 8 bolt and nuts and washers, but that's pretty easy to do, especially if you have a helper. I didn't have one, but I used a stepping stool and some books to prop it up, and that worked all right. You put these 2 halves together to make the firebox, and I don't know if you can see, but there it is. You see some light shining through. That is that's a problem, and I pretty much figured out that was going to happen, but I'm just going to fill that in with some high temp sealer. I'm gonna get the black. I don't really like the red stuff. It's just my personal preference. I don't like it, but oddly enough, Home Depot or Lowe's or anybody, they don't carry black. They carry red for some weird reason. So I'm gonna have to order it online, but that's no big deal. I think it's about $6 or $8, something like that, per tube. The wheels are being held on by these pins, just 2 washers and a pin, but that works pretty good. And the legs are being supported by the same bolts and nuts, or actually just the bolts that I used to put the firebox on, same size. So that's that. Same thing for the bottom rack. Got your handle. You just slide right in there, and then you put two screws from the bottom to hold it in place. The fire stack, or the smokestack, all that's holding it is this another bolt. You just shoot that up there, and then just see. I don't like that either, because you can see there's a big old gap because of the screw, and I'm gonna have to figure something out there, because that's gonna be leaking a whole lot of smoke. So yeah, I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do there. I've seen other videos where they use some sort of aluminum piping to have a better fit, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to mess with it here in a little while. Temperature gauge, it just screws on. That's real easy. Handles, just 4 screws. Simple enough. This warming plate, 4 screws, 1 here, there, and 2 in here, but you can't see, but pretty easy to get to. And that's it, man. It is not too complicated. Only problem is it's so damn heavy, and it's a little tricky to do it all by yourself. But got it done, and excited to get it smoking. So I just need to burn that all the chemicals out of there, out of the boxes, or the barrels, excuse me. And then I'll season it. So anyway, appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you guys next time.